New captain. Well,
This is embarrassing, you know. After Adelaide, this is the most embarrassing that I've seen of Indian cricket after 36. This is embarrassing. I mean, if you see from the very start, you play 6 bowlers and you concede 700 runs on a wicket which has been the most helpful in the series. This has been the most helpful wicket. And the moment England gets to bowl, you are seeing how much help there is on the wicket.
yeah.
6 bowlers you have played, you have conceded 700 runs, out of which one bowler, you have bowled 157 overs, you know, Gargi, 157 overs. One bowler bowls 11 overs, he's a pace bowler. Apparently, these are conditions suited. You don't want to play Shardul Thakur, don't play him. You don't have faith in Shardul Thakur, don't play him.
Don't have him in the team.
Don't have him in the team. This is embarrassing. You clearly don't have faith in Shardul Thakur. You have faith in Prasidh Krishna, play Prasidh Krishna. Or if you want, he is playing as a bowling all-rounder, not as a batting all-rounder. He's playing as a bowling all-rounder.
My question to you here is, when it comes to the whole Shardul Thakur debacle, you saw him back in Leeds. It was the same situation where in the first innings you gave him 6 overs. In the second innings, however many overs you gave him, it was not enough. Clearly, you had seen that Shardul Thakur was not bowling according to your expectations or up to your expectations. Now, you had an option of a Kuldeep Yadav here. You had one more option in a Prasidh Krishna. Yes, you wanted batting, and I understand that. But if you knew Shardul Thakur was not going to... Shardul Thakur is someone you don't have faith in. You've seen him in one match already. Why not play a Karun Nair if you wanted
So
that
you want
cushion in batting?
you want to bat at what, till number 9? I mean, are you stupid or what? I mean, what is happening
No,
here?
but if you're only
I agree
playing
with what
Shardul
I
for the
understand what you're
batting,
saying. Exactly. That makes no sense to me.
makes no sense.
Shardul Thakur, if he is being played
For
as a
batting.
bowling all-rounder,
Yeah.
and then you give him 11 overs out of 157, I
then
totally
have a
see.
Karun Nair in your team.
I totally see where you're coming from, and each time I ask these questions of myself, I'm baffled that 157 overs, 11 overs to Thakur. You don't want that guy. You don't want that guy. Don't have him. Don't have him. It's embarrassing for you. It is embarrassing for India.
Shardul.
And it is disservice to the sport. Frankly, you are 1 for 3. Rishabh Pant will not bat. In this situation, Rishabh Pant should not even come out, because this is,
Is he in the ground?
in the morning he did not come. So we were trying to find out whether he will come or not. Now I don't think he should come. If you ask me, there's absolutely no reason for him to come, because why should he come in this situation and aggravate the injury and once again take the risk? This is not a game that will even last till tomorrow. You are 1 for 3, adding Pant there, and you have a Bumrah, Anshul Kamboj and Mohammad Siraj. Between them collectively they will not last 5 overs. So you're effectively 6 down. You're talking about 5 more. Think about Yashasvi Jaiswal. The ball, he knows Chris Wokes coming round the wicket, he'll land it there and get it out. That's it. That's the check. This guy's bat face is that side. Straight. No rocket science that you bat. Yeah. Sai Sudarshan.
First delivery.
He tries that slash.
Why did he go for that? And it was very clear that he was in double mind. You know, that shot was not a full-hearted shot. It was a half-hearted shot at that point. You could tell that after he missed that shot, he was shaking his head, he was shaking his leg. He did not want to go for it, but went for it. But also, it was a very half-hearted shot. Either you go for it or you leave it alone. What is Yashasvi Jaiswal doing? We saw this back in Lords as well, that half-hearted pull shot or hook, whatever he was trying to, sends it straight in the air. Yashasvi Jaiswal is in 2 minds when it comes to, batting in these conditions against a Chris Wokes that is moving the ball. Where is the problem? And then comes in Sai Sudarshan. Was he rattled? Was he nervous? Was it the scoreboard pressure?
Of course
there is scoreboard pressure, but this is where you come in and make a difference, where you show your potential. Sudarshan gets, how do you to leave the ball and edging it? He was trying to leave it. He was trying to leave it like it in the process.
That ball was on 6 stump. Sai Sudarshan had no business getting close to that ball. This is you try. Anyone can make sense of it. I can't. I mean, and the reason I'm kind of holding back is I don't even know where to start, because you you play 6 bowlers and you concede 700 runs. 700 runs is what you have conceded. That's what you have done. 700. Your one bowler is Anshul Kamboj, who, by the way, you did not even give him the ball. You don't even have that kind of faith in Anshul Kamboj to be given the ball. Shardul Thakur, you did not give the ball. So you're effectively 2 down. Out of the 6 bowlers, you are not even giving Anshul Kamboj an over. You are not giving Shardul Thakur an over. You are 2 down. You don't even have the faith in these 2 bowlers. Your bowling coach comes and says very categorically that he did not know. He did not know why the pace dropped. Morne Morkel did not know why. I mean, how does Morne Morkel justify his position? Abhishek Nair was removed after Australia. Give me one reason why Morne Morkel keeps his job. One reason why Morne Morkel, in the 1 year that he has been with this Indian team, since last August to this July, is there one bowler that we can actually put hand on heart and say, oh, you know what? This is the one
This
bowler
is the product of Morne
Morkel, or has improved under Morne Morkel. The guy comes and says, Kuldeep is bowling great, but we want balance. What balance are we talking about? We have
Cushion in
considered
batting. That's
700
what he said.
runs. Your batting is 1 for 2. Rishabh Pant not there, 1 for 3. Your batting is 1 for 3. You will not last the day. By the way, if you check that weather app again, tomorrow morning it's now showing 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 80% chance of rain. The percentage of chance of rain tomorrow morning has increased big time. So effectively, if you batted out today, you still had a chance of saving the game. You don't even have the mental pluck. You don't you've lost it here.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have the mental sort of strength to go out there and negotiate.
Still compete. There's no competition anymore. Let's be real. Since yesterday, I think there wasn't really any competition. There were, moments of brilliance this morning. Jasprit Bumrah was doing something with the ball. But then again, Jasprit Bumrah tries to do something, puts pressure on from one end. The other end, you just let it all go.
What pressure are we talking about? What pressure?
There was a bit of pressure when he got those wickets. But again, it doesn't last. You don't take that momentum forward. You don't grab the opportunities.
First things first. Stop this nonsense of pampering anyone who will say, I will pick and choose. The game is bigger than everybody. Stop it. Enough. You still lose. You have played 3 test matches in this series. Out of the 3 test matches, you have not picked up wickets in the first spell in at least 2, 7 or 5, whatever. The fact is, you want to play for Indian cricket, go play all test matches. You cannot pick and choose. It's destroying the team. Enough. The BCCI should read the writing on the wall. There was one point in the game where it happened. Washington Sundar gets hits for a boundary and a 6. Washington Sundar is hunched down. KL Rahul from slip runs up to Washington Sundar, takes him like this, starts speaking to him. As a result, Dhruv Jurel kind of moves a little bit towards the offside. Clearly the ploy was to bowl. The ploy was to bowl wide outside the off stump.
Yeah.
Shubman Gill stands there at cover with his hands on his hips. Does not even come to Washington Sundar for the entire time that KL Rahul was speaking to him. KL Rahul goes back and goes straight to short third man and goes and stands there. The captain doesn't flinch an inch, he's standing there. And I was actually making my notes that look what's happening, look what's happening.
In these moments, I understand and I want to give Shubman Gill the time to flourish, to flower. But at the same time, he's 24 years old. It is only his 4th test match as the Indian test captain. My point here is, where is the support from the support staff? Where is the support from Gautam Gambhir, Morne Morkel, sitting there who have so much qualification? Where is the support? When Morne Morkel came out in that press and said that, if Shubman the seamers, why not send a message that, why not? Where is that tactical support from for Shubman Gill? Why is it that on the 4th day of the test match, KL Rahul has to take the lead?
He was captaining.
Exactly.
KL Rahul was making the changes, but that, if difficult circumstances, the captain doesn't want to step up. And again, yes, you have a point there when you say it's 4th test match. It is his first series as captain. But that's what it is. This is what is baptism by fire. This is what the story is. Yes, I know Steve Smith has struggled in England. My friend Michael Clark has struggled in England as a captain. This is a difficult country to come and play an away series and win. India has not won an away series in 2007. But when you take a look at the first three test matches, you competed, and that's what we are saying. The first three test matches, I've got no problems with this team. You lose. An away series is always meant to be far more difficult. I've got no problems.
And England is not going to let you down easy.
No, and it's a good side, England,
Yes.
and under Stokes, obviously hugely inspirational leader, and the difference between the two sides, the player of the tournament, player of the series by a country mile.
Yeah.
So no debate that Ben Stokes and this England side is a good enough side. I've got no problems in India losing Lords. I've got no problem in India losing Leeds when you compete.
Yeah, when you
What about
competed,
this
when
one?
you pushed in England to the fifth session, day 5, you fought back hard. Where is the grit? Where did the resistance go? Where is the fight back from the Indian team that we saw back at Lords? What happened? What went wrong? In those, in there was a huge turnover. In that 7-8 days, what happened? How did everything go so wrong? Was it the injuries that rattled you? Was it the combination that rattled you?
What
What
injuries?
happened?
I mean, what except the
Arshdeep,
punt injury,
punt.
except the punt injury, what injury? I mean, Akashdeep was not even part of your schema, and Lords was
At the
nothing
start.
great for him.
Yeah.
I mean, you still had your Bumrah, you still had your Mohammad Siraj, you still had you came in. Yeah, the understanding is we always need that. I have been told forever that in test match cricket, you go in with your best bowlers. Your best bowlers will win you test cricket. Here, the whole idea is I will go in with the defensive mindset of 8 batters. I want that extra cushion. I want the balance. I want this. Arey bhai, with the 6, if you are playing an extra batter and are batting whatever bowling all rounder and you concede 600, even if you have that extra batter, how will it work? You unless you get the opposition out
Yeah.
for a
pick the
particular
20
score,
Exactly.
for a score where your batters can then do the job. You mean to say once England scores 700, what is the point of having that extra batter? And here you played 6
9 बैटर
bowlers.
भी नहीं बना सकते
कुछ
इतना।
नहीं कर सकता है यार. मैंने आपको सुबह बोला था आज खत्म हो जाएगा ये. एंड देन यू सी कि कल वेदर है, बारिश हो सकता है.
सेशन एक सेशन जा सकता है.
एक निकाल दो.
Yeah.
ये एक सेशन निकालो. अभी एक come on यार, come on. I mean, as I said, this is one of the most embarrassing that you can see. I have been part of many such embarrassing defeats that I've covered as in my career. 2011 comes to mind. Every single day you would turn up expecting fight and you would go home thinking, why on earth is this happening? This is like that. I have not seen India succumb or capitulate or collapse like this in a long time. In Australia,
In Australia.
this didn't happen. Not in one test match, except that pink ball. Except that pink ball test. In Sydney, you competed till the last day. You still had a chance when Steve Smith was out 55 for 3.
Yeah.
You still had a chance.
Rishabh Pant for a second there had turned
Had
the
changed the
game.
game.
Yeah.
Melbourne, that when Rishabh Pant was batting, that Travis had catch, India was in the game.
Yes.
At no point in time did this happen. You know this, and I've got to say this. For Australia, you sacked Abhishek Nair.
You did.
For Australia, you sacked Soham Desai. For Australia, you sacked Rohit and Virat. Frankly, the point is, how does Moni Mokel justify his job? In what way? And questions will have to be asked of Gautam. Questions will have to be
Of the
asked of that
selection committee.
of that entire coaching staff and the selection committee. Ajit was here.
Ajit was here throughout the tour.
How does Anshul Kamboj get a game?
Either you completely, you did not take the difference, but I still don't understand best bowlers, and we've been saying this since the very start. Go in with your best 11. Be damned. Go in with your best. Should we
The other question,
take the?
sure, I mean, the other question that I seriously have is, and this thinking about for a fairly longish 2. In 2018, okay, sorry, had kind of let us down. Just like
Yeah.
now, the point is the thing I was trying to tell you. Think back to Indian cricket.
Internet
Okay,
is pretty.
could be this one also. No, my Indian net.
No,
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 no, no.
no.
It's okay. It's okay. Or it's getting stuck.
It's getting stuck.
So इधर आओ.
Going to
कहाँ
try
जाओगे?
to move the position a little bit. Let's go over there.
Where this to the ground.
Let's just try to move a little bit. What if? Anyway, let's try this.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay. चलो रुको एक बार. No, it's stuck again.
I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, so better. Neil is saying better. No, okay.
Better. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. Yeah, so the
Yeah,
point
this is better.
so the point I was trying to make, and this is a deeper point, as a serious journalist you should understand this. You know, 2014, ये आप सवाल लेने के लिए रखो. 2014 when we played against England 4 test matches, the last 2 were a thrashing. First 2 we were fine, last 2 were a thrashing.
Yeah.
And when I say a thrashing, it was innings defeat. 2018, again, last 2 were a thrashing, gone. 2021 is the only series that COVID impacted series which we were leading 2-1. If you go to Australia, in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, you were there in the first 3. Even Brisbane, you were there, you saved that follow-on. Melbourne and Sydney gone, 4-1. You know, do we not have the stamina to last out a 5 test series?
I think so. I think that's where the problem is. You see, the amount of injuries that has hit the Indian camp. Let's not talk about Rishabh Pant because that was an on-field injury. It was a freak injury. Nitish Kumar Reddy, Akash Deep, Arshdeep was also a freak injury because he got hit in the nets. But do we have the stamina? Do we have the stamina? Yesterday as well, you saw, by the end of the session, your fast bowlers were bowling 130.
Exactly. And you had one
Did
ankle,
you see
you had
that?
both.
And England has bowled more overs than India. England never let the intensity down. So is it a fitness issue at that point that you can't?
Mentally, are you there?
Mentally also. That is the biggest question.
Ben Stokes has bowled
Do
more
you-
overs and
Yeah.
batted more than anybody. Look at that guy's intensity and look at us. The fact of the matter is, are we mentally there for a 5 test series? Can we take the rigor of a 5 test series and play a 5 test series? By the way, England versus India will be a 5 test series.
Yeah.
Australia versus India will be a 5 test series. And these are the 2 marquee series in international cricket. The coming back to the coaching staff, I think there is a fundamental problem there. The whole idea is we have to have that extra cushion.
Batting.
Not only batting, हमको सब कुछ एक extra foil चाहिए. Balance के लिए एक extra
Which is
batter दे
why
दो.
you want an
All-rounder.
Which is why you want 3 all-rounders in your team.
Nitish Reddy bits and pieces, शार्दुल ठाकुर bits and pieces, Washington Sundar bits and pieces. अगर आप देख लें, आप टीम में देख लो, हर टीम में आपने जो टीम चुना है उसमें आपके पास 3 या 4 बिट्स एंड पीसेस प्लेयर. टेस्ट मैच क्रिकेट में सौरव गांगुली 2002 एग्जैक्टली आपने 2 स्पिनर खिला के मैच लेकर गए आप. गौतम गंभीर वाला टीम, गौतम गंभीर हैज बीन पार्ट ऑफ सम incredibly good strong Indian sides, some of the matches there. I don't get this. Honestly I don't get this.
Arka Prava Roy Chaudhary is saying, but sir, this talent pool is bigger than 2011 series. In 2011,
Praveen
every
Kumar.
big star was at the end of that twilight. But this is a curious case of mismanagement. Our managers aren't up to the mark.
I agree with him because in 2011, except Rahul Dravid, who had an absolutely sensational series, Sachin Tendulkar did not have a good series, and you know that injury also, that fever. VVS Lakshman was at the fag end of his career. Saurav had already retired. Gautam was not there at all. So yes, Orko, you are absolutely right. But talent pool, when you say talent pool, what talent pool are we talking about? Are we talking about this talent pool which has not even been properly utilized yet? There your point about the management is well taken, because the talent pool wasn't even utilized.
No, it
Kuldeep
was
Yadav
not.
warmed the bench for 4 games. He is your second best bowler after Jasprit Bumrah. Your bowling coach and says Kuldeep bowls, and yet he doesn't get a single game. I have not spoken to a single expert here, a single former cricketer actually told me that Kuldeep Yadav should not have played.
That Kuldeep is a good call. Nobody has ever. Deban Banerjee saying, please ask these 3 questions today in the press conference. Why England 10-11 gives more comfort while batting, whereas India top order don't even give that. CI now needs to come hard on at Gill looks lost on the field.
You are exactly echoing what I'm trying to say, that at a time, and I have no problems in Shubman feeling the pressure, he will. But the point that I was making to Gargi is, when KL Rahul is walking up to Washington Sundar, giving the guy a pat on the back, trying to talk to him, put the field out there. The captain needs to walk there, right? The captain needs to walk there and be part of that conversation, not stand at cover with his hands on his hips.
And you know what? The difference is, because we've been listening to the stump mics so closely, and I've been doing that. I do that consciously in order to try to gauge what is going on the field. I have seen that in the past 3 test matches as well. I could hear Shubman Gill in the past 3 test matches. I may be wrong, but I'm not getting any kind of support from Shubman Gill here. The only voice that I can clearly hear is KL Rahul, who's up clapping after every single delivery, be it a boundary, be it a dropped catch or whatever. He's there supporting the fielders. And the other voice is Dhruv Jurel. That's the only thing I'm hearing. Why is Shubman Gill, is he that under pressure that he can't take the team with him?
See, then you cannot be captain material. I mean, what did you think? International cricket is a walk in the park, bed of roses. Won't be. You're playing, damn it, England in England. It will never be a bed of roses. Australia will not be a bed of roses. South Africa will not be a bed of roses. Sena, New Zealand will not be a bed of roses. That's why this is international cricket. That is why the whole point of playing international sport. This is tough, boss. And you've got to stand up to that difficulty. The difficulty index in England and the difficulty index in Australia is high. In South Africa is high. Unless you are part of that and you soak that in, what captaincy are you doing? I genuinely think this has been embarrassing. I know, and I'm actually, Argi, before the start of the show, told me, don't let your review, and that's what it is. As an Indian analyst, you tend to feel let down because you watched Indian cricket for the longest time. You try and understand this game. You know, and the moment you see it, and who did I say it to? Orani Basu of Times of India. I said to Orani, it's 2 down before lunch. He said, what are you saying? I just 2 down before lunch.
Exactly.
I was actually praying. I was praying that, come on, England, don't get all out before lunch. Get all out at the stroke of lunch so that India gets that 40-minute break, that 15-minute turnaround. I mean, that 3 overs, and one could just feel that, you'll be 2 down. Because exactly it panned out like that.
Arka Pravai is saying the management is blaming all of this on the young captain. Speaks volume of their incompetence. No idea what's going on.
What was that? Super chat?
Yeah, I'll let you. Sunila is saying, super chat, we don't have stamina and mental strength for a long test series. 25 days playing is longer than any World Cup. Planning for this series was very poor.
That's the point that we were trying to make, that a 5 test series which lasts 55 days, 2 months. The Indian team came to the UK first week of June. They will go back to India first week of August. 60 days away is not an easy ask. 60 days away from home, 5 test matches, the rigor of 5 test matches demands completely different discipline. And we have seen legends of the game struggle in the past. But that's what sport is all about. That's what the beauty of test cricket is all about. You come, you create legacies, you be a legend of the sport. T20 games do not make cricketing legends. I don't know. I mean, you know, how many cricketing legends have you seen just because of white ball? Maybe
No,
MS
no, no,
Dhoni.
no.
Maybe MS Dhoni. I don't see any other name come to my mind who has actually been called a legend only because of white ball cricket. I don't remember any Indian. Tendulkar, no. Kohli, no. Who's a legend of the sport who's only because of nobody. Jasprit Bumrah would if he only did this in white ball. So ultimately, it is this format that you have to embrace. I'm a legend with this format. When I close my eyes, do I remember one? Do you guys remember one T20 innings that you will say, you know, is the? I will tell you 100 Test match innings that I have seen in my career. So, by the way, post lunch, an opportunity for Shubman Gill. Forget. Gargi keeps making this point that he says, when I go out to bat, I am a batter. Go bat, damn it. Go bat. This is your chance to bat. This pitch is still battable. You can. England has shown it time and again. Yes, from the Jimmy Anderson end, the ball is keeping low.
It's starting to spit.
No, I mean, it'll all blow over and all that. There will be cloud cover. This is not easy conditions to bat, but this is what it is. Show some pluck. Go and bat. Forget about the fact that you're captain. Can you actually extrapolate your batting persona and go and bat out there and make a point?
You want it to be the highest run scorer in the
Do
series.
it. Do it.
You know what? It does not matter if you lose this game. If you're showing fight till the final session, if Shubman Gill bats long, shows that he wants to be there, shows that he wants to lead, shows that he wants to be the next number 4, number 4 here, but the next big number 4
Correct.
that comes out of Indian Test cricket, then he has to walk the talk today. And it could be one of those defining moments.
Absolutely, it will be, that's the word. It will be a defining moment in his career. If he stands out there, faces the music, I don't care whether India loses. India has lost. India has lost this game. But for Shubman Gill, this is a defining moment, a legacy moment. Can he stand there? Does he have it here? Or is he mentally fragile? Does he have it here to stand up to England and give it back? And giving it back doesn't mean playing shots. Giving it back means standing out there, showing temperament, showing courage, showing resilience against that new ball. This is the new ball. Go play that new ball. Get that shine off that new ball. Go play that new ball and don't get bundled out for 100. You get bundled out for 100. Think what it will do ahead of the Oval. What it will do. And by the way, every test match, England will want to steamroll you at the Oval.
100%.
And get it 4-1. 4-1 and 3-2 is massive difference. From the perspective of the WTC final, massive difference. So every ball matters. Can Shubman Gill and his boys give us some fight? I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. But I've said this in the morning. I'm saying it now. I want to be proved wrong.
100%. So do I. All right. We'll see you very soon at tea. Let's see.
Provided India's not all out before that.
Yep. We'll see you. Thank you.